What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida for Monday, August 1st, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Deadpool was voted Best Action Adventure Movie, and Captain America Civil War was named Best Sci-Fi Fantasy Movie at the Teen Choice Awards at the Forum in Los Angeles Sunday night. Miracles from Heaven earned the title of Choice Drama Movie. Finding Dory scored the honor for Choice Summer Movie, and Ride Along 2 was deemed Choice Comedy Movie. Star Wars The Force Awakens cast member Adam Driver was declared Choice Movie Villain, and his co-star Daisy Ridley was recognized as Choice Breakout Movie Star. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 picked up the prizes for Choice Lip Lock between Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson, and Choice Movie Scene Stealer for Jenna Malone. Pretty Little Liars cleaned up in the TV categories, winning for Choice TV Drama, Choice TV Scene Stealer for Sacha Petres, and Choice TV Villain for Janelle Parrish. Once Upon a Time won for Choice Sci-Fi Fantasy TV Show, and its co-stars Jennifer Morrison and Colin O'Donoghue were recognized for Choice TV Lip Lock. Elsewhere, Fuller House scooped up the Choice TV Comedy Award, Family Guy won the Best Animated TV Show, and Teen Wolf earned the Choice Summer TV Show mantle. Shadowhunters The Mortal Instruments was elected Choice Breakout TV Show, and its cast member Matthew Daddario Choice Breakout TV Star. Former couple Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were named Choice Male and Female Music Artists. Zayn Malik won for Choice Music Breakout Artist. One Direction grabbed the prize for Choice Music Group, and Fifth Harmony's Work From Home won for Choice Summer Song. John Cena and Victoria Justice hosted the ceremony, where Justin Timberlake was honored with the Decade Award. The star-studded gala aired live on Fox. Oscar winner Jared Leto doesn't think he'll ever be free of the Joker after playing the DC Comics villain in Suicide Squad. The 44-year-old actor said he dedicated himself to portraying the sick and twisted character in an interview with Good Morning America that aired Friday. Leto admitted, "I dove pretty deep. When you take on a part like this, you become a detective, a journalist in a way. I have to say it was the role of a lifetime. It was the most fun I think I've ever had." He added, "You'll learn a lot about me. He's a sick, twisted, but I think very lovable Joker. I don't think you really say goodbye. I think the Joker is there somewhere." Leto says he stayed in character for the entirety of filming, even sending his co-stars gross gifts like a live rat and used condoms. The actor recently told the Shortlist, however, that he doesn't consider his approach method acting. He explained, "I don't use the term method. I think it's kind of a polluted word. What I do is just try to focus and commit as much as possible so that I can do the story, the film, the character, and everybody else justice. That's it." The star also added, "I'm aware that a lot of people don't approach their work in the same way I do, but that's okay. Everybody has a different process, and I respect other people's processes." Suicide Squad opens in theaters August 5th. The movie co-stars Will Smith as Deadshot, Joe Kinnaman as Rick Flag, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, Jai Courtney as Boomerang, and Cara Delevingne as Enchantress. Oscar winner Meryl Streep is being linked to Disney's Mary Poppins Returns. The 67-year-old actress is in talks to join the Devil Wears Prada co-star Emily Blunt in the Mary Poppins sequels, news outlets report Thursday. Streep will play Topsy, the cousin of Poppins, who will be played by Blunt. Topsy didn't appear in the beloved 1964 film starring Julie Andrews. The part would require the actress to sing, according to Variety. Mary Poppins Returns is directed by Into the Woods helmer Rob Marshall. The movie will see Poppins, a magical nanny, reunite with the grown-up Jane and Michael Banks in Depression-era London. Marshall said in a press release in May, "The iconic original film means so much to me personally, and I look forward to creating an original movie musical." Mary Poppins and its sequel are based on the P.L. Travers book series of the same name. Blunt is succeeding Julie Andrews as Poppins, while Hamilton star Lin-Manuel Miranda will play a character similar to Dick Van Dyke's Bert. Streep starred and sang as the witch in Into the Woods, earning a Best Supporting Actress nomination at the 2015 Academy Awards. The actress will next appear in a Florence Foster Jenkins biopic. Zach Galifianakis and Kristen Wiig are a pair of would-be bank robbers in the first official trailer for the upcoming comedy Masterminds. The clip released Thursday featured an all-star comedy cast that also includes Wiig's Ghostbusters co-star Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones, along with Jason Sudeikis and Owen Wilson, who is enlisted to help the heist. Based on the real-life Loomis Fargo bank robbery from 1997, Galifianakis and his crew get stupid rich, but being drawn to attention to themselves as they unwisely begin to spend their money. In the film's official synopsis, David Gant, played by Galifianakis, discovers the true meaning of an adventure far beyond his wildest dreams. He is an uncomplicated man stuck in a monotonous life. Day in and day out, he drives an armored vehicle, transporting millions of other people's money with no escape in sight. The only glimmer of excitement is his flirtatious work crush, Kelly Campbell, played by Wiig, who soon lures him into the scheme of a lifetime. The synopsis continues, along with a group of half-brained criminals led by Steve Chambers, played by Wilson, and an absurdly faulted heist plan, David manages the impossible, makes off with $17 million in cash. Only problem is he foolishly hands the money over to this wild group of double-crossers has been set up to take the fall. With the bandits blowing the millions of lavish and ridiculous luxuries, they leave behind a glaring trail of evidence. Now on the lam and in over his head, David must dodge the authorities, evade a hilarious hitman, Mike McKinney, played by Sudeikis, and try to turn the tables on the ones he trusts most. Directed by Jared Hess, who directed Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, Masterminds opens in theaters September 30th. HBO's new programming president, Casey Boyles, has confirmed Game of Thrones will end with its 8th season. Boyles told the Entertainment Weekly at the Television Critics Association press tour in Beverly Hills Saturday night, yes, they have a very specific plan about the number of seasons they want to do. Believe me, as a new programming executive coming in, if I could get the showrunners to do more, I would take 10 more seasons. But we take their lead on what they think they can do the best version of the show. Boyles also said he hasn't ruled out the possibility of a Thrones spin-off, the Hollywood Reporter said. He said, we've talked about it. It's something I'm not opposed to, but of course, it has to make sense creatively. I'm not sure that the guys can really wrap their heads around it when they are just about to start production. It's a pretty intense production. They're about to start production soon. I'm open to it. The guys weren't opposed to it, but there's no concrete plans for it at this point. Season 6 of the medieval drama recently wrapped, and an abbreviated 7th season is to air next summer. The ladies from Fox's Scream Queens will be taking their brand of horror comedy from a college campus to a hospital in the show's 2nd season. Season 2's 30-second teaser shows the Chanels, portrayed by Emma Roberts, Billy Lord, and Abigail Breslin, walking down a hospital corridor in pastel nurses' outfits. The trailer description states, this time the show will be set in a hospital where some of the most fascinating and bizarre medical cases are under observation. The trailer promises that Roberts, Lord, and Breslin will, quote, put the Mad Diva in MD, as executive producer Ryan Murphy implements a change of scenery reminiscent of his FX anthology series American Horror Story. Jamie Lee Curtis will also reprise her role as Kathy Munch, and newcomers Taylor Lautner and John Stamos will join the cast as doctors when the show premieres on September 20th. Winona Ryder discussed in a new Netflix featurette her role of playing distraught mom Joyce Byers in the supernatural mystery Stranger Things. Now streaming online in its entirety, the show is about the disappearance of Joyce's young son in 1983, Hawkins, Indiana. It co-stars Matthew Modine, David Harbour, Charlie Heaton, Natalia Dyer, Millie Brown, Finn Wolfhard, Gaten Mastrozano, and Kayla McLaughlin. Ryder said in the 3-minute featurette describing Joyce, I was grateful that they trusted I could get to those places, describing Joyce as a mom whose heart is shattered. She also adds, it was a genre I haven't explored before. Producer Sean Levy explained Winona is the character whose stakes and circumstances are inherently heightened the entire season. You need someone who can ratchet up the emotional urgency and find the layers and nuance and different sides to this character, so it was a real short list. At the very top was Winona Ryder. Ryder is best known for her work in the films Lucas, Beetlejuice, Heathers, Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Age of Innocence, and Girl Interrupted. AMC says it has signed an extensive deal with Chris Hardwick under which the comedian will host and executive produce multiple programs over the next 3 years. As part of the pact, Hardwick will continue to preside over his existing talking shows where he and his celebrity guests dissect the cable network's popular dramas The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Preacher, and Better Call Saul. Joel Stillerman, the president of original programming and development for AMC and Sundance TV, said in a statement, there's simply nobody better than Chris Hardwick at doing what he does. He is first and foremost a true fan, is contagious, enthusiasm for AMC content, along with his expertise of all things pop culture, his humor, and his engaging interview style has made him a post-show staple for AMC viewers. We are thrilled to able to expand our relationship with him in this way. Hardwick added, "When we started Talking Dead in 2011, I had no idea it would become one of the most significant experiences of my life. As a fan, having this kind of front row seat to some of the biggest pillars of pop culture has been a dream come true. Thank you to AMC for allowing me to continue to show up for appointment TV therapy with the legions of other fans for the foreseeable future." TNT announced Sunday it has ordered a 13-episode fourth season of The Last Ship based on William Brinkley's best-selling novel. The next batch of episodes is to air next summer. Eric Dane, Adam Baldwin, and Bridget Regan star in the series' third season along with Charles Parnell, Travis Van Winkle, Marissa Nettling, Christina Elmore, Jocko Sims, Brent Foster, and Kevin Michael Martin. The synopsis reads, "The show chronicles a global catastrophe that nearly decimates the world's population. Because of its position, the Navy destroyer USS Nathan James avoided falling victim to the devastating tragedy. But now CO Captain Tom Chandler and his crew must confront the reality of their new existence in a world where they may be among the few remaining survivors." Aziz Ansari, John Hamm, Lupita Nyong'o, John Oliver, and Seth Rogen are to appear on the upcoming fifth season of True TV's Billy on the Street. As in past seasons, the show's host Billy Eichner is expected to take the stars out on the street of New York City to surprise and delight unsuspecting pedestrians, the network said in a press release. Produced by Funny or Die, the fresh episodes of the variety sketch series will premiere this fall. The recently wrapped fourth season featured appearances by Chris Pratt, Tina Fey, Will Ferrell, Anna Kendrick, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Julianne Moore. HBO says its upcoming sci-fi series Westworld, starring Evan Rachel Wood, will debut on October 2nd. The first teaser trailer for the 10-episode show was released last month. Starring Sir Anthony Hopkins, Ed Harris, Thandie Newton, and Jeffrey Wright, the series is about androids that come alive in a Wild West setting. Based on the 1973 film of the same name, the long-delayed drama was developed by Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy with J.J. Abrams and Brian Burke as executive producers. A synopsis describes it as, quote, "a dark odyssey about the dawn of artificial consciousness and the evolution of sin. Set at the intersection of the near future and the reimagined past, it explores a world in which every human appetite, no matter how noble or depraved, can be indulged." Covers by Rod Stewart, Jennifer Hudson, and Tori Kelly will be featured in Season 2 of the Beatles music-themed animated series Beat Bugs. The sophomore season of the children's show will begin streaming this November on Netflix. Season 1 will premiere Wednesday and will include vocal appearances by Pink, James Corden, Aloe Black, Robbie Williams, Eddie Vedder, Francis the Shins, Wesley Schultz, and Sia. The subscription service recently released its first full-length trailer for Beat Bugs, completed with a new rendition of All You Need Is Love, the show's theme song. David Spade, Rosanna Arquette, and John Mellencamp have booked guest spots on the rock and roll theme series Roadies. Showtime said Spade will play Harris DeSoto, star of the fictional drama Dead Sex, a must-see favorite of the Roadies, while Arquette will portray a smug and intimidating iconic rock photographer who battles with Shelley, played by Carla Gugino, over her unusual concepts. Mellencamp will play himself, giving much-needed wisdom to Wes, played by Machine Gun Kelly, and Winston, played by Ethan Michael Mora. Co-starring Luke Wilson, Rafi Spall, and Imogen Potts, Roadies was created, written, and executive produced by Oscar-winning filmmaker Cameron Crowe. Its first season finale will air August 28th. Vice President Joe Biden is scheduled to guest star as himself on the second episode of the upcoming 18th season of Law & Order SVU, NBC confirmed. Biden will be seen in the press conference scene where he commends the Special Victims Unit led by Lieutenant Olivia Benson, played by Mariska Hargitay, for its work in addressing the national rape kit backlog, specifically in Detroit. The network said in the press release the issues reflected the real-life efforts of Biden and series star Hargitay, who both recently spoke at the United States of Women Summit at the White House in June to address the national backlog of untested rape kits and the pervasive culture of violence and sexual assault against women. The vice president was also honored by Hargitay's Joyful Heart Foundation last May for his commitment to ending domestic violence and sexual assault. Season 18 of Law & Order SVU is to premiere on September 21st on NBC. Biden's appearance is to air September 28th. Khloe Kardashian is fed up with the public's constant scrutiny of her weight. The 32-year-old reality star responded to critics Thursday on Twitter after making headlines for appearing too thin. Kardashian was shocked to see the comments after being told for years that she was too big. She tweeted, "I need to remember the date today. Never would I have ever thought I would be in the media for being too skinny. What on earth? First I'm too fat, and now I'm too skinny. I love this game." Radar Online has called Kardashian scary, skinny, and unrecognizable after she was spotted Wednesday in San Diego. Some social media users agreed the star is too thin, but others voiced their support for her significant weight loss. One fan wrote, "At Khloe Kardashian, ignore them. You are perfect just the way you are. You inspire all of us." Another added, "At Khloe Kardashian, you were never fat, and you are most definitely not too skinny. You are so fit and healthy, it's the perfect body." Kardashian has lost 40 pounds as of June through diet and a strict exercise regime. The reality star recently admitted stylists used to reject her for being too big while reflecting on her weight loss with Harper's Bazaar. She says, "I definitely think the fashion industry and people in general look at me more now than I've lost weight. Even on shoots, I would never have options for clothing. I was too much work for stylists, or they had nothing in my size." She confessed, "People actually said I just can't work with you because I was too big. That always hurt my feelings, of course. Now, when those people offer to dress me, I'm just like, fuck you, I'm not going to reward your bad behavior." Kardashian told the magazine she started exercising to escape her dark and toxic home life with soon-to-be ex-husband Lamar Odom. The reality star filed for divorce from the 36-year-old former NBA star again in May. Lindsay Lohan was spotted drinking beer Thursday amid rumors she's pregnant with her first child. The 30-year-old actress was photographed drinking and smoking cigarettes in a one-piece swimsuit while relaxing on a yacht near the Italian island of Sardinia. Lohan was all smiles as she lounged with friends and enjoyed some fishing off the boat. She shared a photo of herself with a catch on Instagram, writing, "Bonding with nature, I let my little friend swim away." The Mean Girls star was spotted smoking on the yacht in a bikini and cover-up earlier in the week. Sources told People magazine the actress is not pregnant, despite speculations from recent reports. Lohan had alluded she's expecting in a since-deleted tweet Sunday after calling out fiancé Igor Tarabasov on social media. The actress accused Tarabasov of cheating, although her dad, Michael Lohan, later told E! News the couple may stay together. He said Tuesday, "If she's pregnant, I find it hard to believe she'll end it so quickly without giving Igor a chance. Lindsay is a very dedicated and loving person. I don't think she'll ever turn her back on someone that quickly." Michael Lohan told People magazine the next day that Lohan had texted him she's pregnant. Sources told the magazine the actress is taking the trip to Sardinia to let things cool off between herself and Tarabasov. A corpse flower bloomed this week at the New York Botanical Gardens in the Bronx for the first time in nearly 8 decades. The garden said in a press release, "Whenever the rare Amorphophallus titanium blooms, it causes a sensation. Perhaps it is because it's one of the largest flowers in the world and its blooming cycle is unpredictable, but more likely it is due to the infamous odor it releases during its brief 24 to 36-hour peak bloom, like the smell of rotting meat, the reason the plant is more popularly known as the corpse flower. Native to Sumatra in Indonesia, it first bloomed in the Western Hemisphere at the New York Botanical Gardens in 1937, and after almost 80 years on Thursday, it has finally bloomed again at the New York Botanical Gardens. The flower can be viewed at the Enid 8 Haupt Conservatory Palms of the World Gallery. The plant typically grows 12 feet tall in its natural habitat and about 6 to 8 feet in cultivation. A young corpse flower takes about 7 to 10 years to store enough energy to begin its bloom cycle, the garden explained. Filmmaker Duncan Jones has announced the birth of his first child, a son. The baby's birth came 6 months after Jones's father, music icon David Bowie, lost his battle with cancer at the age of 69. Jones tweeted Friday, "Stenson David Jones, born July 10th, exactly 6 months after his granddad made room for him. Love you both so." Another post was directed to his wife, photographer Rodine Jones. "All my love and awe to the incredible Rodine Relinquio, who made a human being in her belly. Warrior woman and everyday my hero." Hayes' Grier's publicist has confirmed the popular social media personality was hospitalized after a dirt bike accident this week. The rep told E! News in a statement, Hayes suffered a concussion, broken rib, bruised lung, and a multiple skin laceration. Thankfully, he's okay and currently resting and recovering in the hospital surrounded by his family, where he will remain for the next few days. We can't thank you all enough for the outpouring of prayers and support for Hayes. His brother Nash tweeted to his more than 5 million followers on Thursday, just got a call on the set that says Hayes was in the crash. He's now in the hospital. Another subsequent post read, damn, I hate hearing shit like that on the phone. It scares me to death. Hayes is a 16-year-old Vine celebrity who competed on Dancing with the Stars. Zayn Malik says he and Gigi Hadid work really well as a couple. The 23-year-old British singer revealed he and the 21-year-old American model share a mutual understanding while discussing their relationship in the September issue of Elle UK magazine. He gushed of the Chanel favorite, she's super intelligent, I think that's why it works so well, and we do the same type of job, so we get that with each other. Malik and Hadid were first linked in November and made their red carpet debut as a couple at the Met Gala in May. The singer said he finds intelligence sexy in the summer issue of Paper magazine. He said, I've always said it and I still stand by it. I find intelligence attractive. When I learn something from somebody and they teach me something, that's an attractive thing for me. He admitted, obviously I find physical appearance attractive as well, but it's definitely squared more towards a personality as I've gotten older, because you can't have a long-term relationship unless you get on with the person. Well, he came to fame with One Direction but left the boy band in March of 2015. He released his debut solo album, Mind of Mine, in March, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums charts and included the hit singles Pillow Talk and Like I Would. Matt Damon's spy thriller Jason Bourne is the number 1 movie in North America this week, earning $60 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com reported Sunday. Coming in at number 2 is Star Trek Beyond with $24 million, followed by Bad Moms at number 3 with $23.4 million, The Secret Life of Pets at number 4 with $18.2 million, and Lights Out at number 5 with $10.8 million. Rounding out the top tier are Ice Age, Collision Course with $10.5 million, Ghostbusters at number 7 with $9.8 million, Nerve at number 8 with $9 million, Finding Dory at number 9 with $4.2 million, and The Legend of Tarzan at number 10 with $2.4 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1953, Shane is released by Paramount. Shane, considered by many critics to be the greatest Western movie of all time, is released by Paramount Pictures. Based on Jack Schaefer's 1949 novel with the same name, Shane was a new type of Western. After World War II, Americans began to crave books and films that offered more realistic and complex characters. Simple two-dimensional heroes like Hopalong and Cassidy no longer seem believable to adults who have lived through the horrors and hardships of World War II. Schaefer's book and the movie based on it created a Western hero for a more mature and sophisticated America. Alan Ladd played a drifting gunslinger who goes by only one name, Shane. In the opening scene, Shane rides down out of the rugged Teton Mountains into a fertile valley. The movie was filmed in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where he meets a homesteading family, Joe and Marion Started, and their son Joey. Eager to give up the rootless gunfighter's life, Shane hires on as a farmhand. Soon, however, he learns that the local cattle baron is trying to run the Starlets and other homesteaders off their land so he can continue using it for grazing. Shane is initially reluctant to use his guns to help the homesteaders. However, when the cattle baron hires a famous gunslinger named Wilson, played by Jack Palance, who kills one of the farmers, Joe Starrett is determined to take revenge. Realizing the stubborn Starrett will almost certainly be killed, Shane knocks him unconscious and goes into his place. After killing Wilson, Shane reluctantly concludes that he cannot escape his violent past and must leave the settled valley. In one of the most memorable scenes in movie history, Shane rides off into the wild mountains, the boy Joy's voice echoing after him, "Come back, Shane." Simultaneously mythic and realistic, Shane created one of the first fully rounded Western heroes. Shane lives by his gun, but he's essentially a good man who envies Joe Starlet's settled family life. Ironically, Shane's fate is to use violence to create civilized communities where violence is no longer acceptable or necessary. Also on this date in 1981, MTV Music Television goes on the air for the first time ever with the words spoken by one of MTV's creators, John Lack, "Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll." The Bugle's Video Killed a Radio Star was the first music video to air on the new cable television channel, which initially was available only to households in parts of New Jersey. MTV went on to revolutionize the music industry and become an influential source of pop culture and entertainment in the United States and other parts of the world, including Europe, Asia, and Latin America, which all have MTV-branded channels. In MTV's early years, its programming consisted of basic music videos that were introduced by VJs and provided for free by record companies. As the record industry recognized MTV's value as a promotional vehicle, money was invested in making creative, cutting-edge videos. Some directors, including Spike Jonze, who directed Being John Malkovich and Three Kings, and Michel Gondry, who directed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, worked on music videos before sieging into feature films. In the 1980s, MTV was instrumental in promoting the careers of performers such as Madonna, Michael Jackson, Prince, and Duran Duran, whose videos played in heavy rotation. By the late 1980s, MTV started airing non-video programming geared towards teenagers and young adults. Its popular reality series, The Real World, launched in 1992 and was followed by such highly rated shows as The Osbournes, Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica, Laguna Beach, My Super Sweet 16, and The Hills. MTV also debuted animated series including Beavis and Butthead and Celebrity Deathmatch, as well as documentaries, news, game shows, and public service campaigns on topics ranging from voting rights to safe sex. MTV developed a reputation for pushing cultural boundaries and tastes. The airing of Madonna's 1989 Like a Prayer video is just one famous example. In 1984, the channel launched the MTV Music Video Awards, which were followed in 1992 by the MTV Movie Awards. Today, MTV's music video programming is largely confined on several shows like Teen Mom and Total Request Live. And that's your entertainment report for Monday, August 1st, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.